Well, hey, how we doing? Hello, it's chillcomputerguy, grouthead, whatever you want to call me. All right, so here's what we got here. I'm using the OBS here. So we have a full camera right here. Hey, there I am! Holy shit! Hey, how we doing? This is the standing desk right here. The studio. I did some renovations to the studio as of late. You can kind of see. Well, let me see. I could turn this light on here so you can kind of get a sense of what's going on. You kind of see a little bit better. And then we got this guy here. But yeah, you can see we got the standing desk. This desk right here, I kind of built this. This was an Amazon purchase. This thing was there it is right there, $99. But it needed some work. Basically, when I bought this, I had to bolt it to this table. This table's just a normal fold-up table. And the thing is, you can put this down. See, like so. You put this thing down. But if you put it down, I had to build a sliding thing down here. So now you can move your keyboard down here to the lower shelf. That way, when you sit down, you can still reach everything. Obviously, if you're sitting down, you don't want to reach all the way up to your keyboard there. But the thing is, this is I bolted this to the table. That's super important because if this isn't bolted to the table, then it's really doesn't work that well. Like when I go to bring it up, the whole thing kind of moves all over the place. And the idea is you buy this cheap standing desk because it's actually built really well. And then you go and you get some like some 3-inch bolts and you just kind of bolt it to the table. You got to drill some holes. I had to drill some holes through the desk, drill some holes through the standing desk. So, but don't worry about it. It's only $100. And if you're smart, you won't screw it up. Just make sure everything's lined up. Drill once, or I should say measure twice, drill once maybe is the proper thing. But this is a pretty cool setup. I really do like this setup because that way if I need to stand, I can stand. But then if I need to sit, I can sit because I don't know about you, but if I'm sitting all the time, then my back is kind of killing me a little bit. Or if I'm standing all the time, then maybe my neck is getting sore. So another thing is these glasses here. There they are right there. We got these on Amazon as well. And these basically, they block the blue light. So if you put these glasses on, you see right there. Now, the blue light from the monitor is not bugging my eyes. These don't, I use them sometimes. I mean, if you're going to be on here for a long period of time, I do recommend using them. And then also, last but not least, is this thing right here. Check this thing out. There it is. And this, put this around your neck here, and, you kind of strap it on here. I'm kind of all turned around here, aren't I? Okay, you got to Velcro this thing on. And then what you do is you just kind of pump this thing up, and it'll fill up with air. And what this does is it supports your neck. So between this and the glasses and the standing desk, you can get in here and work for a little while and not end up, breaking your neck or your back. Now, you got to understand, I was born in 1975. So I'm 45 years old. So this is shit that I didn't even think about 10 years ago or even 5 years ago. But I mean, as of late, my neck and back does start to bug me when I'm in here staring at this screen for a long period of time. So to go from a standing position, to a sitting position, and being able to, you got to build this stuff because it's, if you don't, you got to build it. I had to actually bolt it down on there. And then of course I got my standard keyboard and keyboards and, my, everything all dialed in. But this is, it's a very, very modest setup. It's not too complicated. It's not, I can't afford the $500 standing desk, so I bought this one. Check it out, $99. And it's worth it. Now, if you're just going to buy this and just use it without bolting it to the table, I don't know if that's worth it because The desk itself is built really well, but it's really it's hard to get up and down, and it's lightweight. So if you don't bolt it to the table, it's going to be just moving all over the place. So that's a problem I did have with it. When I first bought it, I'm like, this isn't going to work because it's going to be moving all over the place. Also, this rack here for the monitor. You can see the monitor. If the monitor were just sitting on here, when I put this thing up and down, the monitor would be flying all over the place. So I had to bolt the monitor, and I used, there it is right there. This thing was a pretty good price. It's basically built so you can put another monitor on top. You can put your monitor, top to top. You might have seen this in another video, but right here I just have it just using just the one monitor, and it actually works really, really well. So yeah, that's pretty much that. What we're going to do now is we're going to get into the Bitwig studio there.
Drained out because we're getting too much guitar, right? We don't want that. We don't want our artists to be, drained out because we're getting too much guitar, right? We don't want that.
It's loud. This one's loud. This one's loud. You gotta cover your ears. It's not. when you see your track just getting crushed like this, it's gonna, when you go to master, it's gonna look like it's just gonna, all the dynamics are gonna get cut off. So what I really need to do with this track is go back in every track and turn everything down, because when you get to the master bus and it's looking like that, I mean, it's, you're having to go to -5.2 and it's just, there's all this attenuation going on. Yeah, you don't want this lighting up. I mean, a little tiny bit once in a while on the peaks, but you don't want this thing like moving too much. The more this moves, the less dynamic range your music's going to have. So you just don't want it to move a lot. So in this case, it's moving quite a bit. We jam this out. Can't tell. I can't remember. Messing on the poly rhyme. What's this? I don't know. I don't know what this is. Messing on the poly rhyme. I don't even know. Leah, what you giving all? You giving all? You giving all? But never gotta shut it down now. Gonna get ya. Kicking out the door. You're getting down. You notice this right here? This right here is a big floppy hat. Listen how floppy that hat is. It's a flappy hi-hat, man. That's a nice sounding hi-hat right there. So it's very, very authentic. It has to sound real. If it doesn't sound real, I can't get off on it at all, It just sounds like it has to sound real, It's a real sounding drum skin beat right there, just out of a fucking drum pack somewhere. It's just a little drum loop, and if you take these drum loops for what they are, masterful real drums, play with them, and then cut it up. What I did is I cut this up, made it MIDI drums as well. So all of that is just cuts out of this loop, right? So you play them together, like you play this loop. Both of them together. Fuck, whatever, man. I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know right now.
There's been a rapid increase in diagnoses. There's been a rapid increase in diagnoses. There's been a rapid increase in diagnoses. There's been a rap. 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 There's been a rapid increase in diagnoses. There's been a rap. There's been a rapid increase in diagnoses.
Should be there, should be there, should be there. All right, here's what we got. This is the old track here. Puffy strings. That's a nice. It's a nice string pad right there. Go back on there. Yeah, I like these chords quite a bit. You can see there's alteration in the velocity. So that's actually something I recommend, especially in chord progressions, that there's certain things that need more character than others, depending on what kind of genre you're in, you know? Like some of these tracks, there, like, it's too much character. There's a lot of character in the bass. And on this track, there's not too much character in this bass. It's actually, it was played in, you know? And this is kind of, for me, I like painting in my drums, but playing in my bass and my chords. Chords are kind of a combination. It's like kind of like the timing, but then picking out the chord for the timing. And then I don't know what this is here. Is this a lead piece or something? What is this right here? Let's see if we can get this going here. It's right here with it. Oh, that's crazy sounding. Let's loop that thing. You see, this is the serum, but there were two other patches created before this to play these chords. Let's check this one out. There's this first one here. Oh, it's a little side chain. You know, you got to side chain that thing. So we'll go Control C, go over to Serum, which is that I guess new lead we'll call it. This is kind of like, for me, this is how you blend it really, because you gotta kind of go with it a little bit. You know, go with your ideas. Start throwing stuff at the wall, see what's working for you. Gotten a little out of control, boys. Alright, we're gonna have to shut this thing down. And, Chill Computer Guy here. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe. Click that up button. Let me know what you're thinking. Comment down below. Tell a friend about the channel. Remember, these videos, they're just jams. They're just rants. They're not for beginners. They're not for experts. They're for everybody. The whole idea is motivate you. That's the whole idea, because sometimes I'll watch videos and it gets me motivated to work on music, and that's the #1 goal. Just get you motivated to work on music, get you motivated to do something you love, in this case, some music right here at the Bitwig Studio. Comment below, let me know what you want to see. Thanks again for tuning in. Chill Computer Guy, we'll see you guys again. Bye-bye now.